And we're live. Are we live?
Yeah.
We're live. Okay. So apologies for those YouTube fans. We're still working out technical things. I think we were supposed to be live yesterday on YouTube, but we switched to Instagram. So we're going to figure it out. But we had a couple questions, and I wanted to answer them. And then I want to also introduce Toshko, who's the director and acting mentor. And we'll talk a little bit about his career. But first, let's go to the questions. So, Božidar Nikolov, hello. Your question was congrats on your collab, Free Dolphin. That's not a question, it's a statement. What kind of movies are you planning to make? Free Dolphin's going to supply us with script. We're trying to make movies, and it's going to be distributed through AVOD channels. And mostly will be thrillers, but all sorts of genres from there. So, Božidar, those are the types of movies, and you have to come to the course to actually know the movies or buy a ticket later, watch it online. Irini, you asked about the accommodation. So how many people per room? You can either have a single room or a shared room, and the accommodations is at our Kodak lab. It's a shared bathroom situation, but you have your own room, heater, and it's very comfortable, similar to a dorm room. And the next question from Christo is, who is the mentor of the acting course? Christo, you're very lucky because we have the mentor of the acting course sitting right next to me, and we're going to just jump into the interview here. Toshko, hello.
Hello, very nice to see you. Very nice to see everybody.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
It's strange to talk to you and then to talk
And then to talk today, yes, I know it's a bit odd, but...
odd. Who are we talking to?
Yes, like modern day.
Yeah.
Then they say he's crazy, he's talking to himself. But
Yes, yeah, on the phone. So let's just jump into it. How did you start your career as a director?
Well, to keep it short, I graduated here in Sofia, the National Academy for Film and Theatre. Yes, the Novice. That was like in 2000, but I graduated directing film and TV.
Yeah.
So I still have my diploma somewhere hanging. Then actually in 2000, I started working as a PA, as a production assistant in Bufo.
Mm-hmm.
Then I
Yes.
then you know, I went to being a second AD, then a first AD, then second unit director. So slowly, like gradually, came to what I studied. You know, directing.
So you climbed the ranks.
Yes, it was slowly.
Yeah. Well, that's the way to do it, and that's the best way to do it.
I think it's really interesting because then you get the insights of the whole things. Like you really get into being thrown on the front line. It's not just like, I mean, it was great when I was second AD doing my call sheets and production reports, sitting in a nice warm trailer when outside was like -20 in February. But then, you know, I switched to first ADing, and then I regret all my...
So advice to young people, second AD in the winter, first AD in the summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically I started like that, went through all the levels, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
And then in 2007, I finally got my directorial debut, which was a movie called Copperhead for Sci-Fi Channel and Universal.
Is it still out there, Copperhead?
I don't know, probably it's somewhere out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a DVD copy sitting
so
for
if,
the DVDs.
if you want to see Copperhead, order DVDs from toshko.com.
You know, it's been going from ever since, like almost every year. Luckily, I did, you know, the thing is that I have only foreign pictures, like feature films. I have only foreign. I don't have a Bulgarian film yet.
Yeah.
I have TV series, Bulgarian ones, but feature film still to come. I don't know, one day, still hoping.
Yeah.
And like that.
If you were to tell a Bulgarian story, which one would you want to tell?
Well, I had a interesting project about a Bulgarian boxer who won the Olympic medal in Seoul in 1988. So it's a sports drama, boxing sports drama, which I thought it's going to be interesting to be
Well, maybe
told.
we can talk to National Film Center and ask them to fund it.
Well, they had, it was actually green-lighted, but then we have this thing that people can object the commission and the jury votes.
Oh, yeah.
So that got postponed, and it's been 3 years now that I've been waiting to find out, like, if it's actually going to happen or not, because, you know, we're just sitting and aging. And
Well, yeah, exactly. So in the meantime, we're going to be telling some other stories. So bringing me to my next question, how does a project come to life, and what are the main principles or things you need?
Well, now, I think the best thing is to have a nice story and a nice script. And
Starts with script,
yeah. Starts with the scripts. Usually, I mean, through my years, I read some that are unreadable, and they know that you cannot even, get hooked into one thing to say, okay, I want to do this movie about this one scene or one character or one something. So most of the time, I mean, in my the story that I have through the years, usually because I did like different genres, I did like horror films and period and drama and action and I mean everything you can think of, maybe comedies. So, but I think the story is the core. This is where it comes. Then you need to prep. You need to get your nice team with you, your production designer if you need, and the nice DOP that is gonna director of photography that can understand what kind of movie you want to do.
So for your idealists out there, we all say story counts, and it does. For aspiring scriptwriters, I want to say if you can't hook them within the first 10 pages, you won't hook them ever. So make sure you start off with a bang and focus on story.
Yes, the story is like really,
The blueprint.
really, yes.
Yeah. If you want to build a house, you need a good architect.
Yes, and then this is the foundation. Then you build from it. So, you need to step on something solid, and then you need to, like I said, get people attached, like everybody to understand why is it there, why do you want to do it, what is your vision, what is your goal, how do you want to achieve it. Then you do the casting, then you need to work with the actors, and they need to follow you and to support you and to understand your creative process and how to be done. So all these elements, they go together and build up and build up and build up until the end. You try to enjoy the process and have fun. Still.
Yeah, it's always good in the honeymoon period,
Yes.
at the beginning of pre-production, and then you get into the divorce, which is post, and then reconciliation, which is release of the movie.
Yes.
So that's the stages of a marriage, or making movies. Well, what are we talking about? So just a little bit. So we're talking about Toshko. We're going to be doing a Film Forge course where we're going to be making a movie, and it sort of answers the earlier question. We're going to start with the story. We're currently in the process of writing a script specific for the course, and we're needing to look at actors. We're going to be recruiting 4 main actors, and then the other actors are going to come through our course. So you actors that want to be in a movie, here's your chance, but you must submit your speeches, your motivation letter, and you must submit your headshots ASAP, because here's your chance. If you want to be in a movie, here it is.
Yes, sooner the better.
Yeah, the sooner the better. So we're actively looking for 8 roles right now that are going to be amazing. And
Yes,
Tasha's gonna,
and that will be part of the course also, because then it's going to be rehearsals, working on the actual characters, working on the dialogues, and figuring out all this process of how it goes from the first draft that have been written, then to try to accommodate the needs of the script, then on the location, then on the actual character, that maybe he says this, maybe he says that, maybe he doesn't say too much, maybe he needs to say more. So all this is going to be part of this.
maybe he says it with a look.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And also, the way the course is structured, it's going to be 8 days prep, 12 days shoot, but we're going to hit the ground running. So you're going to go through that whole process. We're going to get the rehearsals, as Toshko said. We're going to work the characters. We're going to adjust based on what the actors can bring to the table. And then we're going to go straight into shooting. And that's,
Yes.
Toshko's worked with us on a couple of Film Forge courses already.
Yes.
Let's talk about the process. How do we do it?
Well, that's again a very interesting process, just because we try to explain things. So it's not just like me talking with my director of photography or somebody just sitting there and keep it like it's a secret. No, we actually share why do we do things the way we're gonna do. Why we are using a handheld camera, if it's gonna be on sticks, if it's gonna be the technical aspect, but then also like what do we want to achieve with the scene, telling the story. Like, do we want to shoot it in 1 shot? Is it 6 shots? Is it like more action? I mean, so there's all these little details we're going to be discussing publicly. It's not just like, oh, we're going to keep it for ourselves and because we know too much. No, people need to know in order to be excited to understand more.
And as students, you get to be involved in that process. You actually get to touch and feel the equipment and be part of the filmmaking. So if you've ever seen some behind the scenes video on YouTube, this is kind of being in your own behind the scenes
Yes,
video.
inside the behind the scenes, yes.
And we're going to be filming a behind the scenes of the behind the scenes as well.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So it will be, how you say, it will take some time, obviously. And again, we are aware of that, and we don't want to skip any beats and any, how you say, insights that we have. Just so we're really going to try to take our time in order to explain things, why they are done the way they're done, and what is the actual process of these whole different elements that come up and combine one movie together. So I think it's going to be exciting.
It's
and
fun,
I'm always looking forward to this kind of things because it's really just, you know, it's like a kid's playground. And today we play this game with my friends, and tomorrow we play a different kind of game. And it's kindergarten.
It's kindergarten, yes. It's never grow old, and then you can enter the film industry. One of the things, you know, there's obviously great schools. You went to Novice, and you know it's a good school here.
Yes.
That teaches, but a lot of it's theoretical, and we're completely the opposite there. We're very practical, hands-on, and I do encourage you guys to have theoretical knowledge, but I don't encourage you guys to come with a full cup. Be open, be ready to learn, because I'll just give you an example from the last course, actually. I had a good camera operator who told me he was a good camera operator, but we went through the basics of grip and lighting, and he was ready to go to camera right away. And he approached me, and I knew that ahead of the time that there was going to be a lot of camera work, but I didn't want to give too much away. And I sort of asked him, like, okay, so you're a professional, you're ready to work. Do you think you're in the right place? And he said to me, no, I'm here for a job. Well, great. Then instead of telling him, hey, 3 days later we're going to do camera, I said, fair enough, come back and just apply it as a job. But if you're coming here with an openness to learn, you're going to get a lot from it. And it doesn't matter if you're super skilled or a beginner, just be open. And I guarantee that you'll get a great experience. If you come with expectations, you're going to be disappointed, because that's the way to disappoint yourself in life anyway. Have too many expectations, you're disappointed. So
yeah, I think, look, at the end of the day, going from my perspective, I've been doing this, let's say, for 20-something years, and every time it's still a school for me.
Yeah.
Every project, no matter what it is, it's still a learning point, something to put in your backpack and take. But again, this takes
if it was
your understanding
easy,
about,
everybody would do it.
Yes.
Which kind of like, I kind of skipped ahead, but what advice do you have for...
Well, the advice. This is the advice.
Rewind.
Like you said it, let's rewind, yeah? But like being open, have questions that you're really interested in, that you really want to hear the answers, that you want to learn the things, and then try to use them. Because if it's something new, great. If it's a mistake, it's still new. And all these little moments that exists and that they're gonna be ahead, we'd never know. So we should be open-minded, again, saying it for 100 times, but then and enjoy. Just have the fun and try.
Kind of reminds me of my math teacher, Mr. Carey. If you're out there, hello. He used to say to me, "There's no such things as stupid questions, just stupid people." But be stupid sometimes. It's okay. It doesn't hurt. Sometimes we feel like we don't want to ask a question because we feel stupid.
Yeah, like, but it's all, like I said, if I don't know, I'm going to ask. And that's why I'm using people that their job is to help me, to enlighten me, to figure it out, how we're going to do it, how we're going to do it, if it's a trick shot, if it's a normal shot, like what is better. But that's why it's a collaboration. And that's why I think movie making is one of the most fantastic things, that it's not just by yourself and you sit there and then you don't take, how you say, comments from anybody. I think you should be able to get the comments. You should get the understanding. And if somebody comes and says, look, I don't get what you want to do, then maybe the audience won't get it. So you should listen to these things. So again, pay attention. And I think it's just a very, very exciting and interesting process to begin with.
It's so much fun, yeah.
Yes.
Great. And so that kind of ends our today. I hope we managed to get live. At least, yeah, we did. Great. Got the thumbs
Great
up.
success.
We have to clear the room because we have a production meeting here for a project called Forever Maryland, which is coming up soon. And then we hope to see you guys on the 3rd of February. Actors, just a quick reminder, don't wait till the last minute. This is the time to register. Grips Camera Lighting, you can wait till the last minute, which is 27th of January. But check us out on filmforge.org to sign up. And all your questions, we'll try and answer them as they come in. Apologies if we skip them, or apologies if we don't get back to you in a timely manner. We do try, but sometimes things fall through the crack. And
Enjoy.
thank you, Tosho.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Awesome.